Died at only 43 years old. That killed Abraham Lincoln. An actual human face. Locks of President Abraham Lincoln's hair.
Right now I'm in the middle of DC traffic, Washington DC, and we just came from Fairfax, Virginia, but that's not where I'm taking you today. Today I'm taking you to a museum in Silver Spring, Maryland, called the National Health and Medicine Museum. And they have some pretty cool artifacts I want to show you, and some pretty gruesome ones. They have the bullet that took Lincoln's life, and they have skulls, and they have some different things. So anyway, we're going there today. You got to come with me. I need your company. Let's go check it out. We're going to Silver Spring, Maryland. Let's go.
Alrighty guys, we're inside the National Museum of Health and Medicine. There's an actual brain, guys. Wow. TBI can be difficult. Doctors and medics look for signs such as unconsciousness, memory loss, or decreased ability to understand and respond to commands. Wow. And there are samples. And there's TBI, traumatic brain injury. Occurs when the brain is damaged by sudden force. And you see that with football players, hockey players. Pretty sure if I remember correctly, Bob Probert, they studied and he had TBI. But there's brain samples. Sharp force trauma of brain membrane. And these are all brain samples. Treating TBI. And there's pieces of skulls. Look at that. It's incredible, guys. Check that out. The brain and spinal cord. And there's an actual brain and a spinal cord. Wow. It's pretty wild to see all of these samples of actual human brains. Brains that were studied for TBI and different injuries. Pretty surreal to see all that here. Yeah, this is an actual human face. Look at that. Guys, if that doesn't give you the creeps, it looks like it's from a horror movie. Looks like it was something that was made. Alrighty guys, let's go check out another section of the museum. This is an artificial kidney. The second generation rotating drum artificial kidney. Wow, check that out. There's artificial limbs. Look at the prosthetic leg from 1945, guys. I mean, in one way, they've come a long way, and in another way, some things haven't changed. Oh, guys, look at that. The baby's attached. Peter Cluckey. 2 months after 22-year-old Peter Cluckey re-enlisted in the U.S. Army in 1904, he was diagnosed with rheumatism affecting many of the joints. Despite various treatments, it worsened until every joint became fused. He died at 43, and he donated his body to the museum. Died at only 43 years old. This leg was from a 27-year-old man. Alrighty guys, I said I was going to show you some Abraham Lincoln exhibits. Let's go to that part of the museum. Alrighty guys, right there is the Abraham Lincoln display. His final hours. There's the bullet right there that killed Abraham Lincoln. These are bone fragments from President Lincoln's skull taken at his autopsy. And a bone fragment found in Dr. Curtis's autopsy kit. These sleeve cuffs were worn by Dr. Curtis and they are stained with Abraham Lincoln's blood. Now, at the Peterson house, which I showed you in another video, they were joined by Lincoln's family physician, Dr. Stone. Stone probed the wound with his finger and agreed that the president's death was imminent. Now, around 2 a.m., they attempted to locate the bullet with the probe, which I'll show you. But after unsuccessfully probing the site, nothing further could be done. And he died at 7:22 a.m. Now, on the evening of April 14th, 1865, he attended a play at the Ford's Theatre, which you know from a separate video that I've done. But this talks about it and Lincoln's last hours. This was the first physician to reach President Lincoln after his assassination. And this was an address he delivered in observance of the 100th anniversary of the birth of President Lincoln. There's the probe used to try to locate the bullet in Lincoln's wound. And unbelievable to see this. Locks of President Abraham Lincoln's hair from the wound. How incredible to see that, right? To see those just artifacts from history of Abraham Lincoln. That's just incredible to see that. Alrighty, let's just keep taking a look around the museum. Let's check out more of the museum. Model of a human tongue, or as we like to call it, the Gene Simmons tongue. Okay, that was a really bad joke, guys, but I had to do it. I had to. An enlarged model of the human tongue, or I can't even say it without laughing, or as I like to call it, Gene Simmons. I had to do that. Okay, really, really bad joke. Probably even like a dad joke, but whatever. Here's the effects of poison gas on the human body and what it does to the human body. Bone fragments. What is that? From some type of bird. Advances in military medicine. Check out these helmets with the bullet holes right through them. And advances in reconstructive surgery. Check that out. You can see facial reconstruction. Imagine the precision and the talent to be able to do that. Alrighty guys, what did you think of this museum? I thought it was really cool. Now, it's kind of gory where they had all the brains, the skulls, the body parts. But to see the artifacts of Abraham Lincoln, his locks of hair, the bullet that took his life, the probe used to try to find the bullet, that was pretty crazy to see that. Anyway, I'm really glad that you guys came along with me today. I always like to say life is like a book and I want to read it with you. So hit that like and subscribe button. Let's go on more adventures together from Silver Spring, Maryland, and the Health and Medicine Museum. Peace.